I am Rosey, Edeh, and I'm joined right now by Cara Rosenbloom. She's a registered dietitian. Thank you so much for coming back on the show. And today, Cara, we're going to talk about ways of eating really healthy but on a budget. It doesn't necessarily have to cost a ton of money, right?
That's exactly right. Healthy eating does not need to be a luxury.
That's good. I like that because, you know, a lot of people think, well, you got to subscribe to like Gwyneth Paltrow, go to her website, buy expensive utensils and you know, all the latest organic foods and spend a small fortune. So some people are, you know, they shy away from eating really well because they think it's just so expensive. And especially when you head to the grocery store and you see like candy bars, 5 for $1 or, you know, something like that. So how do you do that? How do you eat healthy on a budget?
Well, it's important to know that healthy eating should be not complicated. It should be fun and simple and affordable. And it doesn't need to be about $10 bottles of juice or, as you said, you know, something celebrity. We can get affordable ingredients. Go to a grocery store like Metro. You can shop on your budget and still get healthy ingredients that you need.
Fancy store.
Exactly. Just a regular grocery store is a fantastic way to do it. And I have some recipes here today that we prepared, and they're budget-friendly recipes. And they're still luxurious in their own way because they look so good, right? And we eat with our eyes first. It has to taste good, and that's what these deliver on. Plus, they're good on your wallet as well.
I love that. So what's the first one that you have for us?
So this is a warm spice lentil dish, and we've already gone ahead and sauteed together the onions and tomatoes, and we've added, because they're spice lentils, there's some ginger and there's some cumin and of course a little cayenne pepper to give it some spice. And I'm just going to finish it now, so it's been started. I'm going to add some of the lentils to the dish, and I will get you to add the parsley, which is here.
Happy to help
and that all goes in there.
Are we just adding like a dash, or do you
No, we can add. It gives it a lot of flavor. It gives it a lot of color, so as much as you think is good. And then we add some tomatoes. And a great thing about fresh produce, like tomatoes and cucumbers, is they're locally grown. So if you go into your local Metro, you'll find that there's locally grown produce, and that often is less expensive than getting produce that's shipped in from a great distance. So look for local. It's a great way to have affordable food. And then we're going to sprinkle on top some of this amazing feta cheese. You could also use goat cheese if you prefer, maybe cheddar cheese. That's great.
You got the lentil and the cheese, a good source of protein?
Exactly, and that's where the protein comes from. So we don't only have to rely on meat, fish, or chicken, which is more expensive for protein. Lentils are a good source, as are eggs, which I will talk about next.
Okay, now I'm
just going to add some salt.
Cheese person, but where do you find the good cheese? Because I grew up on, you know what, just the slices of cheese, and I was like, I don't really like cheese that much. But I heard you get a good cheese, it changes your life.
Yeah, so you want to stay away from the processed cheese because they have a lot more sodium than your natural cheeses. So even a natural cheddar versus a processed cheese is going to make a huge difference to your taste buds, but also for your health.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Oh, and a little
squeeze in some lemon. So I'm not measuring today. We're being a little organic about it. And that's your finished dish. Warm spice lentils.
While I was talking to you about the cheese, you added some salt.
I did.
Now, not just any salt, not just regular sort of table salt. There's a difference between regular table salt and...
well, this is a kosher salt. There's not a difference in terms of the sodium content. They're the same. One's not healthier than the other. The difference is in the size of the crystal and the flavor. You get more flavor when you're biting into a larger crystal. And again, we don't use a lot of salt here.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just
and the lentils are not canned. They were cooked from scratch, so they don't have any salt in them already. You need a little bit of salt to enhance the flavor.
Just a little touch there. That looks amazing. I love that. Warm spiced lentils.
Yes, and that recipe is available at metro.ca, as is the recipe here for the vegetable frittata, which again, eggs are a really affordable source of protein.
It's true.
And this whole dish can be made, serve the family for about $6. It's a really affordable dinner meal.
$6?
Yeah, and you can add in different vegetables. The tomatoes are here as well as zucchini, but if you like kale or spinach or Swiss chard or peppers, anything you want, you can add in there. We're just going to top it with a little bit of fresh basil. You could add cilantro if you prefer.
Smells amazing.
Isn't that so nice?
Now I want to ask you about this. Okay, so when you make the frittata, are you cooking anything beforehand when you're adding it to the dish?
Yes, so the best way to cook a frittata is to cook the vegetables in a frying pan that's already oven safe, because you're starting on top of your stovetop, but you're going to finish by putting the pan right in the oven so the cheese gets golden brown and bubbly. So a pan that goes from stovetop to oven, like a cast iron pan, is your best bet for something like that.
That is so great. And as you said, eggs, so good for you. Great source of protein and not expensive.
Right. And if you do want to cook with meat, there are more affordable cuts. Some tips would be, instead of buying a chicken breast or a boneless, skinless chicken breast, buy the whole chicken, because when the butcher butchers it for you, it costs more. So if they're already broken apart, it costs more. So buying whole chicken is a better example. And when you're cooking with ground meat or ground turkey, you can cut it with a little bit of lentils or tofu. There are ways for meat to cost less as well.
Well, I tell you what, you've just whet my appetite. So many great recipes. This looks fantastic. And as you said, you can eat healthy on a budget. You don't have to spend a fortune. And folks, we got a giveaway for you right now. Thank you so much, Cara, for doing that. For your chance to enter to win a $250 gift card courtesy of Metro. All you have to do is email us at contest@morningshow.ca for your chance to win a $250 gift
that'll
card.
help with your budget, certainly.
Very, very nice. Cara Rosenbloom, registered dietitian, showing us how to eat well on a budget. Thanks for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you.